What's up, everybody? It's Maverick here with episode 10 of the Millionaire Detective. So, last episode, we shifted once again into another gear, right? More leaning towards James Bond or Batman or something like that. We got all these high-tech, cool gadgets. The series was always based on pretty ridiculous premises, right? We've got basically Daisuke just slapping his money in front of everyone. We so far haven't. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we've always been having these really unrealistic high-tech situations here, but it was always kind of like a cheeky way, right? Well, here, I feel like with the story being serious as well, we're looking at it through a more serious kind of lens, right? But with all that being said, we are confronting Shigumaru, Daisuke's father, and currently Shigumaru definitely has the upper hand, right? I know Haru is still there by Daisuke's side, so I'm pretty sure he's going to rescue him his way, utilizing non-lethal force and all that. Personally, I am most looking forward to looking at and understanding the entire backstory of Shigumaru. Like, why exactly is he doing all this, right? They better not just use some sort of monetary reason as like the end goal of this, because I would be very, very disappointed. In any case, let's just jump right into the episode and see how Daisuke is going to get himself out of this one. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Railgun. I just realized that's a portable railgun. Like, what is that thing powered? Oh, maybe it's powered by that Adolium thing? Oh. Huh? I mean, the only thing I can quite get from that is that he's going to drop the container on them. I mean, are true. Eh, we know that Haru's gonna try to use non-lethal means to solve all this. But still, considering the circumstances, I'm impressed that he was able to control that container to the point where it didn't actually kill the bad guy. Anyways, what I was talking about at the very beginning, I guess I didn't really touch on this from the last episode, but if that thing really is a railgun, the weapon that bad guy is using, I presume it's being powered by that Adolium substance, right? Otherwise, there's no way to get a railgun in such a portable state. Unlimited. You're certainly acting very childish, Daisuke. Oop. Jam of tea. She's drinking bubble tea. Tapioca. Huh? But you guys are making way too much noise. Yep, tapioca. Ooh. Calling in the drone fleet. Are you serious? You can detect a drone with radar? That's quite impressive. That's some pretty high quality radar you got there. Hey, fireworks. Or is that just a decoy, right? Yep. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, that was a close one. Hmm. So, it's an infinite energy source of some sort? Or is it sort of like a nuclear reaction? That makes sense, right? If you make a nuclear blast, you can actually cause an EMP wave. Exactly what happened last time. Although, objectively speaking, that is... Well, no. Actually, thinking about it, that is the more dangerous job. Dude, you... Like, who the hell would go up to a place where... Like, that has... He's basically counting on them, not killing him. Alright, another decoy. Directly transform mass into energy, okay? You can just see that in like a few seconds. What would he know? Okay, I guess he knows. Oh, but they are immediately... Nope. Of course he's here. Are you sure you should be using that device here, dude? Like, you could very well blow up the entire place. Yeah, so now you don't need to kill anyone. I mean, and be like, I'm a hero! You were always a hero. I like how this guy is just... Oop. And just like that, instantly? Wouldn't you have to worry about like a reactor meltdown or something? Oof. Oof. I'm surprised he didn't just... With that force, he didn't just like kick his head directly off. Oh, there we go. Yep. Meltdown stage. This guy is... I'm surprised that he can just hack the suit. Hmm? A fatal wound there? Like, why is he going to this extent to do this stuff? I don't get it. That has to be like the most anticlimactic ending ever. Only these five and that guy? Really? Yeah. Just another international incident. No biggie. Where? Oh, back to the mansion. All right. Oh, hey, that's nice. They did actually, they did actually charge the fees for environmental damages and whatnot. Okay, okay. Fun of everything. Right, see you guys after this. Alrighty, so that was episode 10, and I do like, once again, that they actually made an effort to show the cost of, environmental damages and how to repair it, etc., at the very end there as part of the expenses incurred, rather than, any kind of expense in utilizing high-tech weapons or whatnot, because that was definitely something that was going through my mind as well. I mean, we don't exactly know what this adolium kind of material is, what are its properties, what are its effects. However, having an unknown material and unknown matter that can generate large amounts of energy, and dunking it into water, that can't be too good, right? So I am glad that they recognize that this might be a sort of potential hazard, environmental hazard, and they made efforts to clean it up. So good on them. And then, of course, we also have this entire story with Haru and Daisuke now finally being on the same page. Haru getting his mojo back, if you will. Um, it's whatever. I'm sure a lot of people will applaud that scene and whatnot. I mean, certainly what Daisuke said was quite correct. It's just so cheesy, right? I think that's all I can say about it. It's just so cheesy. I'm just like, all right. I'm glad that you guys are bros now. Begrudgingly bros, but still bros nonetheless. So maybe you guys can work together a lot better now to apprehend the criminals. But moreover than that, I'm mostly interested in the adolium and its properties in this episode. So I want to clear up one thing that I think I misspoke on. So last episode, I mentioned that, oh, hey, they are actually putting off an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse, and that's frying all of the electronics and all of the stuff that that Daisuke was using, right, including his suit there. But I guess that's not quite correct, because if it was an EMP, then that suit would be unrepairable, and a lot of the other electronics as well. So, as they were mentioning in this episode, it's actually just a pure jamming device. So, it's basically completely dependent on your energy output, and that affects the strength of your jamming signal, right? So it wasn't an EMP. So, just a quick clarification on my part. So what exactly is Adolium, right? Now, obviously, I'm not going to really they mentioned something like perpetual motion machine and blah blah blah. Let's just put that aside for now, right? There's no such thing. Let's assume that this is a substance that is able to generate large amounts of energy, right? So by what we can see, what we can hear, of what was said of the properties, seemingly it directly translates mass into energy, which of course is most famously embodied by the Einstein equation, E equals mc squared, right? Where mass can be converted into energy. Now, on a realistic scale, the way that this happens in real life is mostly through nuclear fusion, right? That's what the sun is doing. It's pretty inefficient, but it's already the best that we got, right? Another method, however, I don't really think what they're saying here is just nuclear fusion. I mean, I don't particularly think that Adolium, this material, is radioactive or whatnot, and definitely from what we can see in this, for one thing, we know that it's not using a nuclear reaction, right? It's not simply just generating heat and then turning water into steam and then powering engines that way, powering turbines that way, right? That's definitely not what was implied in this episode. So it's either some sort of fusion material, or another way to convert matter directly into energy would be the concept of antimatter, right? Which is, if you have antimatter and then you combine it with matter, you get a total, matter annihilation, and then the mass of both both materials will be translated into energy through the form of rays, radiation, etc., right? So my best guess right now is Adolium is perhaps some sort of antimatter kind of material. Just a guess. Although if that were the case, I would be expecting the explosion at the very end there to be much bigger than what was shown here. So who knows, right? Of course, I might be looking like way too seriously into this, which is a lot of mumbo jumbo in a lot of ways. But that's the thing I like to do, right? You guys have known me for a long time now, and if there's any new viewers here who are just here for the series, that's how I like to do my material. That's how I like to do my videos, trying to dig a little bit deeper, even if it's not particularly covered in the work or whatnot, but just asking a few what ifs, postulating a few questions, and coming up with a few answers, right? Because that's the fun in all of this. And yeah, and that's basically it for this episode. I mean, I don't really feel like there's too much else to talk about. I do feel like there were a lot of conveniences given to our protagonists in this episode, including from the very beginning, the container drop, and then later on with for instance, Haru being able to not being killed whilst he was stupidly on the ladder and making himself a big target for all. Like, seriously, somebody could have just shot him right then and there and he'd be dead. He'd be a goner, right? So, I mean, whatever. And then, of course, also, you would think that Shigumaru being able to control all the electronics and having the ultimate authority over all of the gadgets and whatnot might have been able to directly override the suit as well. It's a good thing that he wasn't able to, I guess. So, well, all I'm saying is that there's a lot of holes, I would say, if you really want to look into it. But then again, this is not exactly a series where you want to dig so deep and question every single every single aspect of it, right? Even though it is and taking a more serious tone, it's still at the end of the day like it's like a James Bond movie, right? That's all I can say about it. Some of the stuff is definitely ridiculous and all that, but you know the stakes are real. Normally it's the world in danger or something like that, but even so, you know, you get your fair share of these high tech gadgets and impossible scenarios and whatnot, and then of course the good guys come out winning at the very end, right? Anyways, that's it for episode 10 of the Millionaire Detective. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time as well. See you guys next week. Bye bye.